He was the drummer in a band famous for beards, and he was the only one who never grew one. For 55 years, Frank Beard kept the beat behind two of the most recognizable guitars in rock history. He wasn't the frontman, he wasn't the face on the merch, but without him, ZZ Top doesn't exist, because it was Frank who made the phone call that started it all. This is Frank Beard, then and now. Frank Beard was born June 11, 1949 in Frankston, Texas, and raised in Irving. Long before arenas, he was just a kid finding rhythm, the one skill that would define 6 decades of his life. In the waning days of 1969, guitarist Billy Gibbons was a frontman without a rhythm section. Frank had already played alongside a young bassist named Dusty Hill in earlier bands, and he's the one who suggested Gibbons give Hill a shot. That single suggestion built the lineup that would last more than half a century.
A band is born 1969, Houston, Texas. Gibbons, Hill, and Beard form ZZ Top. No one in that room could have known they were building one of the most enduring acts in rock history. The irony of his name. Gibbons and Hill grew their signature beards down to their chests. Frank, the man actually named Beard, stayed clean-shaven or kept a simple mustache. The joke followed him for 50 years and he never seemed to mind. The breakout through the 70s, tracks like Lagrange and Tush turned ZZ Top from a Texas bar band into a national name, with Frank's tight, tireless shuffle holding the whole sound together. Eliminator and the MTV era. 1984's Eliminator was the peak. Gimme All Your Lovin', Sharp-Dressed Man, Legs. The album sold more than 10 million copies and went diamond. ZZ Top wasn't just a band anymore, they were an image, a sound, a cultural moment. And Frank's drumming was the engine underneath it. Hall of Fame. In the early 2000s, ZZ Top was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, official recognition of a sound that had already been etched into rock history for decades. Life off the road. Away from the stage, Frank was a rancher. He owned land in Richmond, Texas, loved golf and car racing, and built a family life with his wife Debbie and their twin sons, while helping raise his daughter from a previous marriage. The first loss. In July 2021, Dusty Hill, the bassist Frank had personally brought into the band, passed away. The three-man brotherhood that started in 1969 was down to 2. The body starts to slow. Frank's health had been a quiet battle for years, an emergency appendectomy back in 2002, and in 2025, foot and ankle problems serious enough to pull him off the road entirely. The final shows slip away. In August 2026, failing health forced ZZ Top to cancel their Hollywood Bowl concert. It was a warning sign no one wanted to say out loud. Hospice and home Frank Beard died Monday, August 17, 2026, in hospice care at his ranch in Richmond, Texas, the same land he'd tended for decades, with family by his side. He was 77. The tribute Billy Gibbons, his bandmate of 55 years, put it simply, Frank's backbeat was what kept ZZ on top. The band has said it will keep going just as Frank wanted. Proof that the rhythm he built into rock and roll never really stops. Then he was the quiet engine behind one of rock's loudest legacies. Now that engine has gone still, but the songs haven't. Frank Beard never needed a beard or the spotlight to leave a mark this deep. Rest easy, Frank.